Like, is Bjorn already in the finals? No, Bjorn is waiting for the winner of Trigger and Geralt. Oh my, there's so much there's literally 0 Zerg in the tournament right now. Ah! Now I remember why I stopped casting this. Oh my god, 0 Zerg? Really? Ah, god damn it. Well, enough about that, because spawning in the top right hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice, we have the Danish Protoss player himself, representing Psystorm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner of Tropical Sacrifice, we have the American Terran representing the CranKy Ducklings. It is Vindicta. Vámonos, papi, vámonos. Here we go. Vindicta is going through the gauntlets of Protoss right now. He just took down Nina 2-1. Now he's up against MaxPax, one of the best Protosses. Arguably, I think we could probably at least say top 2 Protoss in Europe. I think Showtime is #1, and then probably MaxPax #2. Maybe some hardcore MaxPax fans place him as #1, maybe. But regardless, he is a titan in the European scene. Likewise, Vindicta is one of the best in North America. So the two regions are going to collide here in ESL Open Cup Americas. Where will this take us? That is the question. So far, we do see a double gas opener coming out from Vindicta. MaxPax not quite getting into the main base, so he is unaware of the opener. For all he knows, it was only a single gas, and we're going for a CC on the high ground. So, MaxPax, is gonna have to play a little bit in the dark right now, as Vindicta is going to be able to go into his faster factory. Meanwhile, it looks like we're not going to be seeing a Hellion Reaper opener. It looks like we see the add-on switch. The first Reaper is going to be zooming across the map to get a little bit of scatting, to get a little bit of damage done. We do see that MaxPax has opted not to go for any kind of Reaper Cliff wall or anything like that. And even has a shield battery in the main, being very safe. As Reaper dips into the natural, confirming that there is in fact a natural base, the Adept is going to be able to shield away for the time being as Reaper rotates over into the main. Meanwhile, there is a Stalker on the way, but not ready yet, so the Reaper will get a full scout off. Oh, should have gotten a full scout off, but no. Vindicta wants to play safe, and Vindicta doesn't see the Stargate opener. Well, hopefully he does get eyes on it soon, TM. Meanwhile, the Reaper's just going to be chilling here. Back at home, we do see a couple of mines on the way. So we're going to be seeing a bit of a mine drop. One mine already moving out to try and catch any unit coming across the map. Oh, the Adept. And with this shade, it looks like the Adept will go down. So a very nice pick up here by Vindicta. He was aware that the Adept was coming, as the Reaper does sacrifice its life for ire. Look at the vision. The Reaper did in fact see the Stargate, also saw that a Phoenix was being built. So now Vindicta is fully aware of the opener, is going to try and catch that Phoenix. Oh my god, it's going to be close, it's going to be close! The Phoenix is going to come in, and it looks like the mine shot is going to go off. Oh my god, again, one mine shot does kill an Oracle, but it does not kill a Phoenix, so the Phoenix is going to be able to survive here on very little HP, is going to be forced back, and this is already a great start for Vindicta. Again, it wasn't a kill, but it will just cripple this Phoenix opener. Meanwhile, the Marines are moving over in position as well, again, trying to catch these Phoenixes in the middle map, trying to read the army movements of MaxPax. Oh my god, it looks like he'll find it! We'll be able to again shave off a couple of shields there. The Viking is going to come out as well, and with these weakened Phoenixes, I do think that the Vikings, with the help of these Marines, are going to be able to take it down. MaxPax force back, and behind this, Vindicta is doubling down on the anti-air, going for a Cyclone. Oh my god, for a double Cyclone opener, and also a medevac for a drop across the map. Again, all of these Widow Mines are still alive, so we can commit, and it looks like everything is coming across the map. Let's go. MaxPax being very greedy right now. Bearing in mind, MaxPax is working on 2 gates, went into a robo, is going for a 3rd base as well with a shield battery. Like, he just doesn't really have much of an army at all. Look at the units tab, we can see 1 Stalker and 3 Phoenixes. That is the army of MaxPax. So this timing from Vindicta is going to hit incredibly hard. But in a couple of seconds, there will be that Immortal. Ooh, meanwhile, there we go. Phoenix will go down. Phoenix does trade with the Widowmine. And there is that Immortal. Shield Barrier is going to finish up as well. In a couple of seconds, we will have an overcharge. Looks like the bunker will not finish. There was so much potential with this push, but it is being slowed down here by the minimal amount of units. To have a bit of a double lock-on on that Immortal. Is that going to be enough? Vindicta trying to maintain that lock-on, and it looks like he will. Looks like he will get the Immortal. Ooh, just barely with that final shot. And that may just be it. The Immortal was the backbone of this army. Without the Immortal, the rest of the army is stimming on forward. The Widowmines are going to be able to borrow here in time as well. And this 3rd base is going to be broken. Meanwhile, oh my god, do we have any friendly fire? No, we do not. We have the on-borrow instead. Widowmine is going to go down. Oh, the overcharge is going to force this back. This was so close. Barely MaxPax defends. If it wasn't for the overcharge, and if it wasn't for these 2 Widowmines going down without their shots going up, I do believe that Vindicta would have broken this location, would have broken the 3rd, and maybe even gotten a kill. Vindicta forced to take a 3rd base back at home. We have our upgrades on the way, we have Stim on the way. He's forced to turn around. This is a great start for MaxPax. He's ahead in workers. He's ahead in bases. He's ahead in tech. We have a Bay on the way. We have Phoenixes for map control. Smooch. Oh, God. that was so close. That was so close. But so far. These Phoenixes aren't going to be able to do too much, but again, they're just going to be able to maintain control of the middle of the map. If a drop ever moves out and there is a medevac, then these Phoenixes will try and dive on top of it. They get a scout off, they confirm the 3rd TC. Meanwhile, this Viking has kind of served its purpose, and we're going to be seeing a little bit of Viking harass here in the main base. At the same time, another medevac drop also headed towards that direction as well. The Phoenixes are out of position. They will not be able to stop this drop. As the 3rd is going to be taken, Vindicta is going to be spotted, by the way, by this observer. Does see everything, does even spot the army as it moves out. The Phoenixes are looking to intercept. The medevac! Oh my god. Don't scare me like that, Poppy. Do you have that drop coming in? Do we have a reaction from MaxPax? We do not. Do see a bit of a scan. Once again, a very light gateway army here with mainly like core units as our army composition. To have a bit of a marine drop here into the main base, going to be able to force a warp in. And here comes that main army. The tanks are looking to leapfrog forward here, cutting off MaxPax from the 4th. Oof. And it looks like Vindicta will at least get a cancel on the 4th base, which is something, sure, but I'm also sure he would have lacked some more. A little bit. And yeah, with all these zealots, with these colossus, it's a wise choice for Vindicta to back off. Wise choice, puppy, wise choice. And we're just waiting for that gateway explosion. There it is. We have 2 more gates on the way alongside the 7 gates that we already have. So 9, 10 gates in total. Charge is on the horizon. Without charge, MaxPax's army is still looking quite vulnerable. Even with all these zealots, like there's not really much here to help protect it from a strong enough army with good enough control. So I do think there's a period here, but I do also think that Vindicta is unaware of that. So MaxPax is going to be able to get away with the later Twilight Council. MaxPax is going to be moving out with these pieces, encountering said army. Vindicta's done a great job at macroing up, and it looks like he scans, and it looks like his next target is going to be that fourth once again. If only these pieces weren't here to keep tabs on him. And this army is getting scarier and scarier. Now, charge is done. Now, there are Archons, Disruptors on the way. Like, the longer this goes on, MaxPax's army is getting more and more terrifying. Vindicta was looking for a way to move out, but alas, he has to turn around. He has to respect the Protoss. A little bit of Zealot harass here at the natural and the third base. Oh, the army getting caught out before he gets up the ramp. A lot of Colossus swipes going off, but at the same time, a lot of tank volleys going off on those Zealots. Both players sustaining some losses. MaxPax trying to find another way up this ramp. And it looks like he will find it at the time. The army's on siege! Ugh. And both tanks get picked up. We have the Nova going off. All three tanks get picked up, actually. Looks like some of them will survive, though. And again, MaxPax just barely doesn't have enough charge lots. Speaking of, we have a warping of charge lots. You'll need another warping behind that. Vindicta is keeping up, by the way. Is keeping up the workers. We could do with a fourth base, though, and it is on the way here for Vindicta. Still on the way, though. It's going to take a while for him to get it up and running. These tanks, they've done so much here. Continuing to get volleys off. I love this kind of adaptation from MaxPax as well. Because he went into Phoenixes early on, and because they survived, like, they are an answer to these Liberators. A better answer than Blink Stalkers. Oh, speaking of being a better answer, yeah, Vindicta sees a massive warping of Zealots in the main base. Ay. Hold position workers, though. Oh my god, setting up the hot gates. The Marines stand strong and the Zealots get cleaned up. Very nicely done. Meanwhile, another bit of a Zealot runway here to the natural. We do have some turrets being set up in the main. Double drop on the right-hand side. Oh, is going to be able to clean up some of the Phoenixes. Just the Phoenixes, though. Oh, target fire. It's another Phoenix, only one left. Ooh. Was that worth it, though? Because that was a lot of supply. Oh, boy. As Vindicta is going to be moving out again, going to be trying to catch this army. He does have tabs. He did scan. Yippee! Does he impede the army, but does he have enough on the ground? It doesn't look like he does. Gonna be looking for another angle, but as that happens, we have another prism into the main, and we have more Zealots here at the third. Vindicta is being pulled apart by these charge lots. Ay. It doesn't just happen against Zerg, but also here against Terran. They're just Zealots in all of these bases, and Vindicta, he's going to be forced to turn around, but no, he engages the army in the middle of the map instead. Up! Good splits, nice target fire on the Colossus. It looks like he will get one, maybe even two, but not going to be enough. GG gets called. Vindicta was forced all in, and he couldn't pull it off. MaxPax takes the first game. Those Zealots got out of control across the map, and Vindicta was taking a decent fight there, but he only got one of those Colossus, and he did take some Novas to the face. Oof, GG. Again, such a close start. As a reminder, like, when he pushed out with those tanks with the bunkers, with his Widow Mines early on at that third base, like, he was so close to breaking MaxPax, so close. It would have been a completely different game. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. And with that, we're getting into game número 2, number 2. Quizás en un futuro cercano. Busqué asilo político donde light que está Castillo. Sí, papi, sí. I miss those old days. I have seen some duct tapes though. True, true. No Zerg, no problem. Smurge, papi, smurge. Okay, here we go. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Inside and Out, we have the Danish Protoss player himself representing Storm Gaming. It is MaxPax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Inside Now, we have the American Terran player representing the CranKy Ducklings, currently down in this series but not out. It is Vindicta. Shout out to Draconics in this chat. A shout out and also a funado. Oye, Draconics, ¿a dónde estabas hoy día? No, ayer. ¿Ayer? La semana antes. Semana pasada. Mate, my Spanish is failing me right now. Para los clasificatorios de DreamHack. ¿Dónde estabas, papi? ¿Dónde estabas? Ay, ay, ay. MaxPax's army control is really good. Yeah. I mean, he's got some of the best, mate. He's got some of the best. Mein Gott. We'll see how Vindicta can adapt here in game number 2, as he is going for a single gas opener here. Going to be going for, I imagine, a CC on the low ground. Does have the minerals for it. Yeah, there we go. It's going to be on the way. So instead, switching things up and going for a much more economic opener, Vindicta is. Close game. It was a close game. It was close, man. It was close. And MaxPax is just being so annoying here, delaying that CC by 100 minerals. Oh my god. At least it does get up and running, and we do have an SCV behind the mirror line, but MaxPax was wise to this. He does check just in time, and with the control of this probe, he will not allow a bunker up. But I don't think Vindicta really planned. Oh no, yeah, he did plan. As that Reaper is on the way. And again, MaxPax is able to just make sure he keeps his natural safe and sound. Oh, Alexander's Tiratuga in the chat. Oh my god. Bienvenidos, papi. Yo, massive shout out to Alexander's. He did really well in the close qualifiers. Really well for Latino America. Damn. But as we get into this series, we do see that this time MaxPax is going for a Twilight Council opener. Ooh, into a very fast robo, actually. Oh my god. The Reaper will be able to get into the main base, and it will confirm the Twilight Council is going to try and rotate back around, but it looks like it will be hunted down by that adept. Ah! The chat's catching up. Oh my god. Stop it. Stop the Funadas. You're turning my power against me. Ah. And we see why we saw fast robo. It is a Twilight Council, not for Blink. It is for DTs instead. So MaxPax is looking to have a little bit of fun now that he has a little bit of freedom in this series. Meanwhile, Vindicta back at home, following up his CC with a 1-1-1, should be going for a Viking first, and I imagine an add-on switch after this Cyclone, just because he's a little bit in the dark. Do you see a Hellion diving in though, and ooh, he does spot the robo. And he even spots the Dark Shrine. Insane scout here by Vindicta. Oh my god. So he is aware of the DTs. And with that, we don't have an add-on switch. We just have a tech lab on that starport regardless. So we're going to be seeing a Raven, and we will have detection for those DTs. Oh boy, that was a pretty crucial Hellion scout, not gonna lie. Otherwise, Vindicta would have had to either just played it safe or gone for a scan. But the Prism is here. Dark Shrine is done. DTs are gonna come in before the first Raven, so there is gonna be a period here where Vindicta has to be careful and he has to make sure he has scans available. Okay, first DT gonna be waddling into the natural. Second DT going into the main. Vindicta has noticed. He does scan. And he takes care of the DT in the main base. At the same time, probes are falling in the main, left and right. Forced to use the scan as well. Oh my god, that was... Oh my god! He forced the lock-on the DT! That was crazy! Something you don't see often, but he purposefully dropped the DT so that the Cyclone lock-on was on the DT, picked it back up, and then the Warp Prism could escape. Wow. And behind this, MaxPax is transitioning into Blinkstalkers, into Forge, +1. Obviously, he won't be anywhere near as aggressive with his Stalkers because of the opener, but he now has Archons, so he can try and juggle with them instead. Meanwhile, MaxPax is going to be moving out with his Stalkers as well, just to keep the pressure up, just to keep Vindicta contained. Third base is on the way, already fully saturated. Like, look at that worker count. Like, because of the lost mine time, because of the dead SCVs, like, this is already well worth it for MaxPax. Oh my god, the Archons come, they move forward and they kill how many? 5 Marines? That's insane. They even forced 2 auto turrets out, but the auto turrets didn't even matter. I mean, they did force MaxPax back, I guess, but in a couple of seconds, Blink is going to finish, and MaxPax, he can just go straight into the main, and there's no tank. There's a tank on the low ground, but that's it. There's that Blink. There come the Archons. The boys are being pulled, but that's exactly what the Archons want. GG gets called, and MaxPax takes the series 2-0. What an insane game from MaxPax. Oh my god. Again, despite the fact that the Dark Shrine was scouted, like, the DTs just did so much more damage anyway. And with that, wow. He takes the series and moves on to the semifinals. As I just announced the scores to our lovely admins. And yeah, GG, congratulations, MaxPax. Congratulations. Well won there in the end. There's a world where we could have seen a game 3. Like, Vindicta, again, almost won game 1. He was so close. Oh, so close. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But, yeah, I wasn't able to pull it off in the end. And, Vindicta, I'm curious if he is going to continue laddering. Let's listen in.
Alright. Thanks for all the subbies. I appreciate you guys.
Okay. It looks like Vindicta is going to be ending his stream, so we will end ours as well. Oh my god. GG, well played to MaxPax. He moves on in the bracket, and he is going to be facing Nice in the lower semifinals. So a PvP going on in that lower semifinals. In the upper semifinals, it looks like it's going to be Beyond versus either Trigger or Geralt. As there's another PvP going on there. A lot of Protosses, a lot of Terrans, a lot of smoging going on. My heart goes out to Vindicta. And again, he did a really good job making it this far. Almost taking game off of MaxPax is very impressive as well. But alas, I was unable to go the distance. Not completely. And with that, GG, that will be my broadcast for the day as well. I only intended to cover the Ducklings as long as they were in the tournament, but both Patty Mac and Vindicta were knocked out, so I'm content with ending things here. Normally, I would go all the way and finish the entire cast and the entire tournament itself, but I'm solo casting, and I do need to take things easy here after DreamHack. I also do intend to stream later, so I need to make sure that I'm well rested for that. Or at least a little bit rested. Yeah, I have to wonder who is streaming right now. Oh, Chicken Man and Biomo. Yo, let's give some love to Chicken Man. He hasn't been as active recently, unfortunately. But he's a fellow creature of the skies. You know, he's a chicken, not quite a duck, but a chicken nonetheless. And I want to give him some love. I know that he tried going full-time StarCraft, and I'm pretty sure he had to go back to focusing on his real life like work and real life commitments. So he doesn't cast as often as he used to, but he's still a great guy. He's still a great guy, and he's worth following. I was gonna raid Vindicta, but he just ended the stream, so I'm gonna give a raid over to Chicken Man instead. He is gonna continue the cast, and I'm sure he will have more than good enough casting available as well. I believe. With that, again, thank you so much for watching, everyone. I have to go and set a couple of things up. I also have to get a new chair. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm like lower than I usually am, because like my chair is the back of my chair is non-existent. So I'm just like sliding backwards. It's gonna be expensive. But yeah, give some love to Chicken Man. He's a great guy. Meanwhile, thank you so much everyone for tuning in and watching. I appreciate the support. Later on tonight I will probably be streaming on light_VIP. I say probably. I did tell Babylings that I was gonna stream. and I should probably keep my promise there. She's probably gonna stream later on tonight as well, so if you're interested in some Zerg gameplay, we got you covered there. Meanwhile, when it comes to the CranKy Ducklings, our next broadcast is going to be tomorrow, Sparkling Tuna Cup, a proper broadcast. I'll be there with Yaku. We're going to be casting together our weekly open tournament, open to everyone, and it's a great tournament at that. So be sure to tune in, be sure to be there. Meanwhile, thank you so much everyone for watching. Again, we got exclamation mark socials in the chat if you want links to like Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff if you're interested. Otherwise, again, just thanks for watching, and give some love to Chicken Man. Until then, ciao, bye bye.